Today I'm going to show you several different lighting setups for your next music video. My name is Marco Bagnoli, I'm a cinematographer, and music videos are a fun thing to do because now you can experiment with different looks that you can normally do in your normal work. So after watching this video you should be able to shoot something like this. So this is the first shot we're looking at, and as you already can see, it's a very stylized look. I love to work with the color red. The color red also gives you such a dramatic and moody feeling. But what's the trick to shooting a monochromatic scene like this? First things first, what I've done here, they used lasers. Lasers are really fun thing to do. It's not so expensive to hire someone for a laser show, but what you have to consider when working with lasers is they can be damaging for your sensor. Doesn't have to be. Sometimes nothing happens, but I heard from several people that the laser fried their sensor. It just goes straight. Also don't go with your camera straight into the laser because it can damage the sensor, but I don't know if that's for sure. I only heard it from people that it happens. Red, white and blue are colors that work. I think some colors doesn't work or look as good, but I always think they have a great feeling. But what they have in combination here, they also put something like you can do 600C with a light dome or an f22x and put it on red color and done a nice top light. And now you only have her and the lasers and really focusing our view. As you can see, the shot is also super widescreen. We're only focusing on her. When we're doing a super wide shot, you can clearly see the effect from the laser. And in combination, what's always cool is when you have a floor that is wet. You wet down the floor, or they have a black floor which has a really reflective material, because now the lasers go also into the ground and expand your shot. The next trick is when you're working with red color is your exposure. Red is really dark color. You can't have bright red. Now you're going into this pinkish area. You have to expose really low your reds that you get this rich tones. Also you have in a situation like that, when you want the background to be dark, you have to lower your exposure. But if you ever shot a scene and doesn't check your waveform or false color and you think your red colors look so mushy and not nice, the reason for it is you expose too high. Just lower your exposure a lot and those rich red colors will come back. Which also a nice color combination is when you have this red colors. Here we have this alarm-like signal where you can put something like an f22, like I said before, on red color and just put it like you always have to think about light like a mask. The light hits someone and it wraps around her. And now you can use only one light to give her this nice red mask. And this color works so good with a cooler camera right balance in the background, because blue and red work really nicely together. When you're working not with raw, always try to shoot the white balance you want your footage later to be. When you want a cooler feeling at the end of the day, start with a cooler white balance, because it will look much nicer in this way, because now you have the raw signal. When you try to change this in DaVinci Resolve, nowadays you can get pretty close, but it will always look better in camera. Here's the same scenery, but what they've done here is actually pretty cool. They've gone only with the light from under the feet. Normally, this is not a very present light for a woman or something like that, because your nose shadow will go up, you look a little bit spooky, it's the horror light setup. But in this scenery, because we make it so bright, really you can experiment with clipping. So it's not bad that your highlights are nearly clipping, because sometimes something should feel bright. You should always light and adjust your fill ratios for the feeling that you want to transmit. When you want to make the feeling of we're in this laboratory and the light is really strong light, make it feel like it. Also here they used big diffusion, a big promise filter, probably a half or even a full one, to get this nice glow around the scene. You can actually see now in the background the studio a little bit, so bright, so much does the scene glow. So this is the next look I really like. I love lighting with the color yellow. I think the yellow is such an underrated color. It gives us a sodium vapor feeling. In the US, you get a lot of these yellowy street lights. Here in Europe, they're most of the time more orangey, but this light feels so much cooler. I can't explain this. For me, because I'm from Europe, it gives me this outer space-like premium feeling that I know from Hollywood movies. So go your rental shop, try for, that's also a color most RGB lights cannot recreate that much. That's the reason you need the sodium vapor foils for your lights, that you get this look. And it really gives a nice punch also in combination with color green, where you have your nice blockbuster LUT with this green and orange feeling. The only difference is that you subtract the orange and try to keep the yellow. And in combination with a really dramatic look, as you can see, how hard the roll-off is. We have here something like a top light with just an f22 or 600C with a light dome, which just wraps again like a mask straight on your actor. It works. You can put a light in front of just someone when you're filming from the side. Now you have this nice three-dimensional feeling, even though you normally set your light on a flat position. Also, don't be scared of shadows. Normally, people would be scared on, okay, we see his face, but here it's completely dark. You don't always have to see everything. When the mood is there and it should be aggressive and only focusing on him and the hands, let the light be only on this place, because we light for emotion, not always for reality. This is a music video. We want to try and make a show. It's an event. You want to translate the music and everything. I always think about it. Music video is always to advertise the song. So it has to be a spectacle as much as possible. Here we only have this orange teal feeling. As I said before, we have this really orange skin tones and greenish background color. I think that's so much cooler than blue and orange, which is the normal orange teal, but I'm a blockbuster fan. I like these alien type movies where it's really grimy and a Blade Runner-ish feeling. So that's a great color combi, because we get so much color separation. Look how far these colors are from away and how much more she's popping in front of the image. Here we can actually compare that we have this normal orange teal look where we have this really cool background and he has normal orangish like skin tones. And what I like about the shot is that they still put this red liquid in the front. So we have a throwback from the shot before where they have this red light and implemented this color there. You're not only implementing color with light. Always think about your wardrobe, your locations, your setting, everything, because this makes the shot so more special. It also tells more story. Okay, now what is this liquid? We has something to do with the experiments they're doing in the shot before. I think with color and set design you can do so much more storytelling, because this music video we don't have a dialogue. So we have to work with only visuals to tell a story. So think about a lot more details to show the audience. So if you enjoyed this video, I really would appreciate subscription from you. We do daily upload. My name is Mark Banyuli and see you next time.